Monday, May 18th, 0:17 a.m. New York time. Welcome back, investors, to Winning Wall Street's Money. Going to start this as a pre-market video. Going to look at the futures market, the broad futures market. First, show you the situation on the stock indexes. On the left is the stock index futures. They're red. No surprise. Been speaking about that for the past few days, the situation that's occurring. So we're having more sellers than buyers. Opportunities for bearish trade setups this morning. Some fundamental information this week is going to have a big impact on the Dow Jones stock index, as well as the other two big stock indexes, the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. This week, Tuesday, Home Depot comes out with its earnings. It's on the Dow Jones stock index, as well as the S&P 500. We also have Wednesday, Target, Lowe's, NVIDIA. NVIDIA is also on the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the NASDAQ 100, and the S&P 500. That's going to be a big impact. And Thursday, Walmart, which is also on the Dow Jones stock index and the S&P 500 stock index. And there's many other companies having earnings. I'm just highlighting the big ones to be concerned about. They will have an impact on the major stock indexes. Some of us do good money management and will be sitting on the sideline. Will not want to be putting on a trade before that occurs, a swing trade, on certain stocks. There are other financial instruments I certainly will be putting swing trades on. So we'll look at the intraday futures market since it opened Sunday night, see how things are occurring. Here we are with the S&P 500 futures. This is 30 days, 4-hour charts. Top right. This was the high of Thursday. We had that sell-off. Sorry, this was the high of Friday. We had that sell-off since Sunday night open. Look, we took out a swing low here, this green horizontal line. We took it out, broke below it. Now we're in a consolidation phase. Opportunities may be forming an H pattern or maybe reverse. But again, if you're bearish bias, looking for trade opportunities on a retracement of this trend, to trade bearish. Now, if you're bullish, looking for the pullbacks to buy into key levels. The 10-year yield. Yep. Overnight, since Friday, we made new highs. Again, yields go higher, bonds go lower. Yields go higher, interest rates go higher. I shared that last week. The 30-year, the 10-year made new highs for the year. I am looking for reloading. Shorts on bonds, long on yields. Oh, I shared quite a few videos over the weekend on that. Good option opportunities. So, high overnight, reverse, big red candle. Again, I'm looking for pullbacks to reload, specifically using options. The US dollar index as well. Look at the past few days. So here was the FOMC meeting right here, that vertical line. Then we had last week, US-China summit, huge consolidation. And the correlation is often when yields go higher, US dollar goes higher. So overnight, we had a reversal. Again, if you're bullish, you're looking for the pullbacks. Massive consolidation, the breakout. Looking for that retracement. Nothing wrong sitting on hands, waiting for key levels to be Test it if those get tested. Here's a key level. May or may not get tested, but I already have it figured out. I have a situation I'm aware of, and I have a game plan. Same with here. Yep. And the current 4-hour candle will be done at 0900. That's 9 a.m. for you civilians. East Coast time, of course. So again, I am still bullish US dollar and bullish the yields, looking for opportunities to take trades. And here, crude oil. I still have bullish positions on crude oil. Here's a massive consolidation past several days. We broke above it overnight, no surprise. Now we're in a retracement mode, looking for opportunities to reload. I expect crude oil to still stay high throughout the most of the year. Certainly, very likely in the summer season. Well, we have one is typically higher demand for crude oil in the summer. We have war occurring. Also have hurricane season starting soon. That has an impact on the oil rig platforms in the Gulf of Mexico. Trading opportunities. Gold. Yep, the metals have been pulling back, like I mentioned, some key levels. So now we have gold overnight. Took out the swing point here. Big wicks on the bottom. Again, we have that huge sell-off past few days. Yeah, maybe we'll get a bounce here. I'm still not bullish gold yet. Nope. So a lot of mixed signals in here. I'm not looking to trade short neither. Nope. I'm waiting for better pullbacks to reload. And the euro, of course, the inverse from the dollar. So some strong moves occurring right now. Natural retracement on the upside. Opportunities for scalps. Swing trades. Let's go some key levels. Natural gas, I still have positions on these, bullish positions. Natural gas, look at that, new high. Took off like a rocket ship. Nice. For the past several weeks, I've showed so many good trade ideas on here, trading bullish, bullish, bullish. Good job if you took them. I have a lot of good entries, a lot of bullish positions I have on natural gas. They might all get closed this week for profits because I did option trades. There's not much premium left in them. That's good. Free up capital and reload into new positions. Silver. I have a bullish position on silver. It's very close to testing my short strikes. That's not cool. So I have to make a determination. If it tests that short strike, if I'm still bullish, I add to my position, or I close that position and roll it over. That will be determined this week. Yep. Big V-shape pattern too. From here, we get that run up, that sell off, but now we're in a key demand zone. Mixed signals down here too. Again, silver, I took silver trade because it was more bullish than gold. I had gains on that silver. Yep, you can see how it all ran up. But I didn't close them. Again, I'm disappointed. I should have just taken that small gain and turned it to a profit. And Bitcoin, yeah. So look at that run up we had here past weeks. Massive consolidation, distribution, smart money was selling. And since Sunday night, we dumped. And we'll finish this off by looking at the 1-hour chart, stock index futures. The far left, the ES, the second from the left, the NQ, the third from the left, the YM, the last on the far right, the RTY. For you civilians that don't know, the S&P 500 futures, the NASDAQ 100, the Dow 30, the Russell 2000, they all are in bearish trends. And I also shared with you again some fundamental news that's getting ready to occur this week. So that's concerning. Those big company earnings might have NVIDIA do positive, outstanding. Okay. That moment, that day, that might have a bullish impact on the stock indexes it's part of. The other ones might have good, fair earnings, especially those retail ones. But then they'll do their press releases, tell you about their current situation, what they expect coming for the next quarter. I could totally throw a wrench in those positions. So again, nothing wrong with sitting on hands and waiting till after the news comes out and then waiting for key levels to get tested. I've been sharing. Thank you as always, spending just a little time with me. That's it for the video. Thank you for watching.